What is up, guys? It's Ivan Ramy back again with another video. This time I'm going to be talking about Best Buy. They got GPUs and Pokemon which are selling for a ridiculous amount of money. So today I'm going to bring you guys an updated video for Stellar 3.0 specifically for Best Buy. I will link everything I use in this video in the description down below. If you use my link, it'll give me a little bit of a kickback, so it would be much appreciated if you do so. The first thing you'll need are some proxies. So proxies are basically a way to hide your IP address. So when you're buying these big stores like Best Buy, they're not going to be able to detect your local IP address. So you're not going to get banned. So this is really important to use when you're botting because you're going to be running multiple tasks that are checking out different kinds of items and monitoring when it's in stock. So for Best Buy, I would actually recommend you to use some ISPs. In this video, I'll be using Wealth ISPs, specifically their premium USA ISP proxies. I recommend using these. They cover a bunch of sites like Target, Best Buy, Amazon, and they work perfectly well. I'll leave a link down in the description on how to join the group, and then you can order from there. Once you buy your proxies, make sure you add them into the bot. So make a new group and then hit manage and then just paste the list you have. And then do a test right after you do that so you know they're working correctly. As you can see up here in the section, you can test different sites, Amazon, Google. Just do any of these and then hit test and you'll see some green check marks. The next thing you'll need are some profiles. So profiles are basically a way to store your credit card information and your shipping and billing address. So here you just hit profiles and then hit a new group. I already made a group called test and then hit add profile and then go ahead and fill this out with your information. Next, I recommend you to add an IMAP session. If you don't know what an IMAP session is, it's basically a way for Stellar to get your emails. So when you are requesting codes such as Best Buy's one-time code, it'll automatically grab that from your email and put it into the bot so you can check out. So here you would search IMAP under identities. And here you'll see the IMAP. It doesn't have a symbol. And you'll hit add session. The host is going to depend on what email you're going to use. For this one, I use Gmail, and then just name it whatever. And then it's going to ask you for an email, and then the account password is actually going to be different depending on which email you used. So Stellar has this nice document that covers the IMAP sessions, specifically how to do it on Outlook and Gmail and other emails. So I'm going to leave this link down below so you guys can follow it step by step because it'll depend on which email you choose. But basically for Google, if I go over here real quick, if I go and click on my name, it's going to show hi Ivan and then hit manage your account. And it'll bring you to a site that looks like this. And then make sure you enable your two-step verification. So you can see here I already enabled that. And then once you do that, just search in this bar up here, app password, and then once you click that, it's going to bring you to this page here, and it's going to say create, and then once you hit create, it's going to bring up a text box that'll give you the app password. You want to save that. Now back in Stellar, you would paste that app password you just generated into the password field, and then put your email in there, and then hit save. So once you have that IMAP session saved, go ahead and go back to your other emails that you plan on using and set it up so it's forwarding to that master email. That way you only have to worry about one My IMAP session. So here it's going to describe how to do it for each type of email. This might seem like a hassle to do, especially if you have a bunch of accounts to worry about, but it's worth it. Trust me, you're only going to be worrying about that one IMAP session, and then on your other tasks you make in the future, it's going to be automatically set up with your account. Alright, the next thing we're going to need is a Best Buy session. So we just made an IMAP session, now we need a Best Buy one. So if we go back to sessions and then just search Best Buy, you're going to see we have a group right here. Go ahead and click add session and then name the session what you like. And then put your email. This is going to be the email you use for Best Buy. And then put password here. For login proxy, I would use one of your ISPs if you'd like, especially if you're on a server, but otherwise you can leave it empty and then hit save. Now let's go back to Stellar. Go ahead and click task on the left and then hit this plus button for a new group. So Best Buy test, and here it made me a new task group. and hit create. So the first task we'll need is a monitor task. So this monitor task is going to be looking at the Best Buy site every couple seconds, and will let the bot know when something's in stock. For this, the profile, I would just use the profile you tend to use. And then for checkout proxy, this is just going to be the proxy that's going to be used on the monitoring. So if you have two groups that you want to use, like for this example, I'll just use wealth. And then for the SKU, let's go ahead and go to Best Buy real quick to grab one. So if you can see here on this listing, there's a SKU right here under the title. So I'm going to copy that, put that right in there. And then for monitoring delay, I'm going to put 5,000. And then reset delay, I'll put 5,000 as well. For max price, I would recommend you to put like whatever it is plus tax and maybe shipping if it's included or not. So this one I'll just say 35, and then I'll hit create. So typically you're going to need at least one monitor for each SKU you plan to bot. The next type of task you will want will either be a shipping or pickup task. So sometimes there are items where you can only get it by picking up from Best Buy, and other times they'll just ship it right to you. So for this one, I'll just say shipping. And then I'll go ahead and click my profile, and then click Wealth Premium for the checkout. And then entering that same SKU that I had before. For quantity, this will depend on what you're botting. Sometimes it's just one, or other times they'll let you get like 3 sets of whatever cards that you're botting. And then for IMAP session, go ahead and click the IMAP session you just added. And then you can leave guest mode unchecked because we're going to have some accounts. Make sure you click watch task. Later delivery, I just don't click this. I don't click this either. Let's see. Skip 3DS, this is for Amex cards. So if you're using one, make sure you click that. Make sure you click skip pre-login. I think this works a little bit better when I'm botting Best Buy. Sometimes it gets stuck when it's trying to log in. So I just hit skip pre-login. And then Rakuten or cashback, I haven't set those up yet with the bot. So you can add that if you'd like, and then hit create. One thing I forgot to mention is when you're making your profile, it's going to be grabbing that email you have there and then matching it with your Best Buy session. So go back and change your profile if you need to, so it has the same email as your Best Buy account. Alright, now that we have those 2 tasks made, let's go ahead and click start. So the first one's going to be monitoring every 5 seconds. So right now it's saying in stock. And then the second one's going to be waiting for that to go off. So you just saw right there, it's saying it's checking out now. So it's going to take a little bit to submit the payload and log in and stuff. And then once it does that, it's going to go to the checkout, submitting the shipping information and the payment, and then hit submitting order. And there we go. You just heard that cha-ching, which means you checked out. Hopefully this video was helpful as a little demonstration on how Best Buy works for Stellar. Moving up from here, you would want to have multiple accounts and more tasks to cover different SKUs that you plan on botting. I also recommend joining a cook group. If you don't know what a cook group is, it's basically a way to get information on what's hot right now and what's reselling. And they'll also notify you when their drops are about to happen and what SKUs to run. I'll leave a link down below with the cook group I'm in, which is Lunch Money. But yeah, I think that covers this guide for Best Buy on Stellar 3.0. Let me know if you guys have any questions in the comments, or let me know what you'd like to see next. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.